Hello and welcome to Whisky Resource. My name's Mark, this is review 164, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Bunnahabhain Stew-Radur. Hard to pronounce this one. Fortunately it tells you on the back of the label how to pronounce it. Bunnahabhain released this as a kind of replacement for the 12-year-old, which they never really got rid of, did they? Still available. This retails online for £34.95. You can pick it up from places like the Whisky Exchange and Masters of Malt for £33.95. You can pick it up from Royal Mile Whiskies for £36.95. It's currently on offer a Master of Malt with a £4 discount, taking it down to £29.95, which isn't bad at all. Of course, you can pick it up from other places, slightly cheaper when it's on offer, and really only do so when, to be honest, you're getting other deals that you can't turn down. But it's always worth going to your smaller whisky dealer if you can. What can we say about this Bunnahabhain? Well, it's bottled at 46.3% ABV, which is the Distillers Group standard strength for their core range offerings. That's right, Distill own Bunnahabhain, along with Tobermory and Deanston. It is non-chill filtered, it is natural colour. It has been poured already, and this is it. It is golden in colour. That is from the sherry influence which this particular whisky has had. It has been matured in sherry oak. Don't say much more other than matured in sherry casks. The Stew-Radur has scent of dried fruit, caramel, vanilla and nutty creamy taste and long fruity finish. Why should you buy this rather than the standard 12-year-old? Given the standard 12-year-old is often on offer at and around the same price as this. Well, the standard Bunnahabhain, whilst it is a fantastic whisky, and as I've said in the past on my review, go check that one out, Bunnahabhain 12 is the most whisky of whiskies as far as I'm concerned. If you were to taste a whole bunch of whiskies, the Bunnahabhain is the one that, for my mind, is a quintessential whisky. Smells like whisky, tastes like whisky. It is the essence of what a whisky is, as far as, my mind is. This, however, being fully sherry matured and non-age statement, offers a little bit of still a whisky, obviously, but less so in that it doesn't encapsulate everything that a whisky can be. It's not a bourbon and sherry. It's not a bourbon and sherry matured whisky like the 12-year-old is. But on the nose, what do we get? You're getting creamy, dried fruits, sweet, syrupy sweet. Although the sweetness is never like sugar. It's presenting the idea, the suggestion that there's sweetness there. Got some lingering elements of spice. There's oak there. There isn't any peat. There's no smoke in these. These are unpeated Islay whiskies. This particular range from Bunnahabhain. It's just a magnificent nose. It's really, really good. It's not quite the 12, but it's getting there. On the palate, it starts syrupy, sweet, warming. The alcohol's there, providing a lovely warming sensation from the start right the way through to the finish. After that first sensation of sweet syrup, you get the stewed fruits coming from the sherry maturation. We're talking about typical fruitcake fruits with the rich spices that come with it. The cinnamons, the ginger, the clove, the allspice. There's oak that starts to present itself that leads to a long drying finish with spice. And then fruit, more fruit. Starts to reveal itself, maybe a bit of apple and pear, other orchard fruits. Touch of cream. It's also got a nuttiness to it. Whilst I've got water here, I'm not going to bother with water because this whiskey as it is fantastically sippable. It is a really enjoyable whiskey. And for the price, it is stunning. Now, you can see the fill level there. About just over halfway. And I would be buying another bottle of this whiskey. like the standard 12-year-old, this bottle and the 12 is always going to remain in my collection. It's always one I'm going to pull out and drink. This is a winter warmer dram, this one, if I ever had one. It's just gloriously, it's rich. It actually gives a lot of Speyside sherried whiskies a run for their money. Not because it's a sherry bomb, because it's not. It's not a sherry bomb. It's just a very well balanced sherry influenced whiskey. It's got the classic sherry notes, but then you're getting toffee and vanilla. You're getting, I suppose you could say it is the distillery character coming through. So for a value score, it gets 88.67, which, this is a non-age statement whiskey, so it gets penalised for the fact that they don't really age. And you're probably looking at around about 5 to 8 year old whiskey is in here, as well as possibly some older stuff. You are getting some deep oak elements popping through, which suggests there is a bit of aged spirit has gone into this, bit of aged whiskey has gone into this. You should buy one of these. This is pretty decent. And when you can pick it on offer for under £30, as Master of Malt are doing, it is a cracking dram. I picked this from Morrison's. I think it was about £32. They do stock it. I would say get hold of a bottle of this if you haven't already tried it. Can't go wrong. It's a Bunnahabhain. You kind of know what you're getting when you listen to that word, Bunnahabhain. Laters.